But they're all sandwiches, aren't they?
No. Sandwich, by its very definition, is a very specific requirement. Fetch me 2 slices of bread with some ham in the middle. Yeah, that was apparently, as we're told, that's a novel request, to the point that it was given the name sandwich from the Earl of Sandwich. It was his first request, and that specificness, yeah, the 2 separate slices of bread. Some people might want to jack on whether somebody's just taken a cob and made a slice down it, yeah, and try and take the valor of a sandwich, go along with the glory that a sandwich gives.
That's
I'm not
edification fallacy.
It was actually not.
Edification.
That's not true. You're talking about the Earl of Sandwich,
Edification
and
fallacy.
it's not true. It was Francois or France. I don't know how to say that name. Francois Open. Have you ever heard of him?
Sounds a bit French to me.
Yeah, he was the inventor of the open sandwich, and he got there before the Earl of Sandwich.
It is. I know sometimes when I'm out of
Well, he
bread,
made the open sandwich before the sandwich had been previously defined as closed.
Right, Mr. Open. You never heard of him?
Nobody cares. He's French.
well, Adam, answer this then. When I'm out of bread, sliced loaf bread, and I still want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I have a hot dog bun, I can still make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, if you cut through.
You damn
the hot-
skinny.
No. I can put on each end of that connected bread, peanut butter on one side, jam or jelly on the other.
Okay.
Without
So what
Okay.
do you call it? A roll or a yeah?
But it's
A
2
bun.
breads put
Is it a
together. with
roll or a
something
bun?
between.
No.
Why you rumpusing? Why you rumpusing me? Why you rumpusing? You're
He
funny
wants to know
rumpusing.
clarity. Is it a roll or is it a bun?
You mean before I put the peanut butter and jelly inside of it?
Yes.
Before you've
It's called a bun.
It's called a bun. So we take that bun and we make a slice into the bun. Yeah. And then we've not cut all the way through the bun. Still a bun, isn't it? At this
Well,
point.
it's already pre-sliced on one side.
And did the slicing machine do a good job or a bad job? Bad
would
job
say
being
fairly-
it separated the
It's
two
separated easily.
parts.
Yes,
So
very
we've
easy.
no longer got a bun anymore then, have we? We've got 2 halves of a bun, 2 slices of bread. Now, can't be called a bun if we've separated it, can we?
Still connected on one other side. Slice those off.
That's
That's
why
right.
he was quote unquote rumpusing you. He was clarifying that with you, D.
No, I said one side was separated. The other side is still connected. It's like when you put a hot dog in.
We'd have to listen
falls into
back.
it.
It just sounds like he's obfuscated this. We'd have to listen back. I could have swore you said they were separate pieces of bread.
Did it sound like I said? You didn't hear me say anything about Atmo bun. I didn't say bun.
No,
I
I'm happy to move forwards with this still connected bun, which has had a slice made down the middle of the bun. And then what are we doing? We're going to take some peanut butter and jam jelly, and we're going to put that in the bun.
No, on one side of each piece of the bread.
Thank
Right.
you. Thank
We haven't-
specificity.
What? So I'm going to put
Hold
peanut
on,
butter
Adam.
on.
If you can't keep up, just let him re-clarify it. Go ahead, D.
Peanut butter on one side of the bun.
Then I'm going to
inside.
turn the bun over.
And now you just rumpusing. me. Just let
No.
him say it again.
No.
Sit on one side.
Adam, come
Could
on.
you let me explain?
Hold on a second, D Rose. Don't make me mute you, Adam. Go ahead, D.
Okay. On one side of the bun is peanut butter, and the other side is you put your jam, strawberry preserves, whatever you like. The bun is still together on one end. Okay? It's like a vertex. It's like an angle without a baseline. One bread going.
I need
Huh?
clarity. I'm confused. So when we say on one side and the other, it's maybe a cultural thing.
Okay, I'll tell you. I know what you mean.
When we say on one side and the other, do we mean on the left and the right hand sides of the inside, or do we mean on the inside of the bun and the outside of the bun, which is still joined anyway?
Both insides, left and right. I'm,
Do we
Nathan,
ever
I'm
get
very
to the
much.
point where this gets
There you
clarified as a sandwich or a hot dog or a bun? I mean, at the moment, we're just arguing about this, like without a point actually being made.
I'm just getting clarity.
Well,
that
if you
we've
go
got
on Master B, I got a
one-
diagram.
Clarity's fun, so long as we know what's being argued about.
Yeah.
What is it?
Whether
Just
it's
let me
com-
clarify
whether
with D. Just let me clarify. Is it? Are you arguing that this is a hot dog, or are you saying specifically, even though it's now attached where I thought it was two separate pieces, it's a sandwich? Which are you actually arguing for, D? Just be hyper specific.
I'm arguing that it is a sandwich once you do not put a hot dog into it. It is a sandwich because you are putting something between two slices of bread, and it doesn't have to be a hot dog because I used what they see. If you look in Master B, I got a diagram of it.
But
I got a
that's not
hot
Adam's
dog.
arguing. Why are
enriched
you even
buns.
arguing with him? That's Adam's position as well.
No, it's not. So
No.
because what he's trying to claim is by the removal of the sausage that it negates it, and therefore automatically defaults it to sandwich status. I would argue there that if, from what I've just heard, I've got a bun cut in down the middle but not separated, and on one side I've got peanut butter and on the other side I've got jelly, I would suggest that that is a peanut butter and jelly
hot dog.
bun. Yeah, because that's what's in front of me. There's no sandwich. There's no two separate pieces of bread. It's
Right.
a peanut butter and jelly bun.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's what I was trying to
And
make
why are
the
we all
point.
agreeing? What the hell's going on? Suddenly, just because it's attached, it's not a sandwich. We're all agreeing with this. Are you having me on?
Yeah,
By definition,
Yeah.
yes.
Not by definition. Nobody's defined anything.
this is logical, Nathan. I
Nobody's
mean, it
defined
doesn't matter what
Hold
we're
on,
going to
Owen.
have
Owen.
debate about. We're
Owen.
going to agree.
Owen, we had a story about the Earl of Sandwich. We didn't have anything defined. What are you talking about?
Dude, just look it up in Wikipedia. I mean, we're all
Talking to-
agreeing on the right
I wasn't
things
talking
here.
to you. Adam said it's been defined. As he said, it's by definition. What
I
definition?
would make a concession. I would say that what I've got is a peanut butter and jelly open bun.
No, he didn't argue that it was like opened out, butterflied out, and then. No, that's not what he's arguing.
No, but an open sandwich is by definition just one piece of bread with just the filling on top. Therefore, it requires the thing to try and claim sandwich status, the status that a sandwich deserves. Yeah, not through empiricism.
You're missing the
Just
point.
through
You're missing the point.
combination.
You're missing the point. Just let me clarify. I thought the point that D Rose was making, that if you take a hot dog bun that's attached, like you would if you were actually going to make a hot dog and put a sausage in it, but you put peanut butter in one side and jelly in the other, you've then got, and I thought this was where he was going with it, a peanut butter and jelly hot dog. No? Was that not where we were going with that?
No, that doesn't make any sense. No,
That's the rules. If
Because-
it's attached, it's not a sandwich anymore.
Nathan, could you do me a favor?
Hold on, this is
Could you go to
modern
Master B?
standards.
Could you go to Master B and show the
Astronomy
slides?
has undergone a whole bunch of changes in the last few hundred years. So whatever the Earl of Aupin did like 200 years ago, it doesn't work like that anymore. The standards have changed, right? Astronomy has moved on as culture moves
Don't
on.
be
So
silly. Don't discern this into absurdum. Right, you're right. It's an etymological fallacy to start claiming what the Earl of Sandwich said a sandwich was. Who cares?
right, so
It's only named after
astronomy
him.
has moved on. That's my point.
Nathan, if you will, if you could please
So,
go to
hold
Master
on.
B
So it
and
was
pull up
named
the
after him?
slides.
So
Pull up the slide.
what?
Let them see it.
So what? As defined,
Yeah,
what defines a sandwich? Is anybody going to actually look this up?
2 slices of bread with something in between them. Period.
Yeah,
my
my
wife
wife
just
just
came
routed
back
that to me, same as Adam's definition, the one I ignored.
I don't know why this debate about the sandwich itself, when it's so obvious, right? It is officially defined. I was just merely inserting that it becomes a hot dog if there's an uncut sausage. That's
No.
the only thing that makes it a hot dog. That was my only
We
original
got there.
point.
We got there off the back of the soup sandwich. This is really ultimately just a segue. We're all off in the weeds, as Kiwi would put it, right? The main attraction here, the main focus of the point, is whether or not you can have a soup sandwich.
Right, and you can. by
you
the very
can't.
definition of the word sandwich, right? You have
No, it doesn't
two
meet that
fat pieces of
definition.
bread, and what you
Oh.
do with it then is all yours.
No, it
What
doesn't
if I-
meet. It doesn't meet the definition of a sandwich.
It does.
No, it
I
does
disagree.
not. No, it does not.
Yes, it does.
Does it matter what's inside the bread? The two pieces of bread? It's
Nope.
a sandwich.
No, it just has to fill it.
Right.
Be a
It's
filling.
not a sandwich filled with soup. It's a sandwich designated for soup.
It's a soup sandwich.
Sandwich, not a soup
Exactly.
sandwich. It's a soup sandwich.
You
Yep.
can't. You can't fill between pieces of bread. You can't. The process of filling, you can't do. You can't fill it with soup, can you? You've got a bowl
Right.
of soup, and are you going to fill the sandwich
Is-
with that filling?
Is bread not absorbable? Is bread not absorbable?
The soup is not the filling. The sandwich is for the soup. It's not a sandwich filled with soup. That's why it's a soup sandwich and not a soup sandwich. See?
Nonsense.
Oh, that clears that up.
No, he didn't. This is nonsense. Can't have a soup sandwich.
This is specificity, right? Pronunciation matters for the emphasis.
Not filling, is it? It's not going to fit. You can fill a bowl with soup, but you can't fill the gap between two pieces of bread. You can fill that with a piece of ham, but you can't fill it with
That's
soup.
Oh man, I already disclaimed that is not what it is. It's not a sandwich filled with soup. It's a soup sandwich, not a
Part of the
soup
definition.
sandwich.
Part of the
But
definition,
that's
it has the word filling, though, doesn't it?
Well, of course, it does have to have some kind of filling, or it wouldn't be a sandwich.
That's circular
But the
reasoning.
filling is not soup, though.
That's literally circular reasoning.
No, it isn't.
So-
No, it's compartmentalized. The sandwich is not filled with soup. It's filled with something else, but it is a sandwich that's specifically used for soup. It's a soup
Yeah,
sandwich.
but Owen,
Exactly.
you're missing the context as to why when QE says that, why he says that. The sandwich you're talking about, the soup sandwich, in other words, a sandwich that comes with soup, that's different than what you're saying. Than what you're saying is not real, which is a soup sandwich.
Hey, it's the same word. I'm sorry he didn't account for that when he made the original
That's
statement. And I
sorry,
Hold on,
disproved
hold on,
it.
I just realised what's
Yeah, but
happened.
that-
Have
I
I
am
just been
legally correct.
I've just been hoodwinked by Arwin?
Yeah,
haven't I?
man. That's why I came out. I'm like, y'all still in the soup sandwich? Oh,
Very
God.
impressive, Arwin.
And if you take a bowl of
Thank you.
tomato soup or chicken noodle soup and you pour it onto the inside of one slice of bread, and then you put that other slice of bread on top of it, is that not a soup sandwich?
Well, it has to be hydrated to a certain percentage, or it wouldn't technically be soup anymore. And whatever type of setup you want to arrange like that to have actual soup filling, well, if it was liquid enough to be soup, then it would destroy the bread. It can't work. You can't have, well, it both. Yeah, you can't actually have a soup sandwich. That does, but you can have a soup sandwich.